A Tale of Inner Victory. Once upon a time, nestled high on a peaceful mountain wrapped in the morning mist, stood a quiet Buddhist monastery. Its halls echoed not with noise, but with stillness, the stillness of mind seeking truth. Among the monks lived a wise old master, known for his calm presence and profound insight. With him were a few devoted disciples who spent their days meditating, studying sacred texts, and walking the path of mindfulness. Among these seekers was a young monk who had recently joined. His eyes still sparkled with the fire of youth, sincere, curious, and eager to grow. Though new to the spiritual path, his heart was in the right place. Each morning, as part of their practice, the monks would descend a mountain to a nearby village, seeking alms, not for greed, but for humility. It was a reminder that life is a gift, and that receiving can be as sacred as giving. One morning, as the young monk knocked on a villager's door, it was answered by a young woman who had just bathed. Her wet hair framed her glowing face like a halo of moonlight. She smiled gently, respectfully, and offered him food with kindness. The young monk bowed in gratitude, but as he walked away, something stirred inside him. That night, as he tried to meditate, her image lingered in his thoughts like a flame refusing to die out. And the next morning, against his training to visit a different house each day, he returned to hers. Again, she welcomed him with a bright smile. Again, she offered food with reverence. But something deeper was happening. Desire, subtle but persistent, had begun to wrap itself around the young monk's mind. Days passed. His visits became more frequent, his thoughts more distracted. One morning, he arrived earlier than usual. The woman greeted him kindly, but said, "Venerable sir, I bathe before I offer alms. Please wait a while and I'll return." As she walked to the river, the monk quietly followed. Hiding behind a tree, he watched her bathe. Guilt whispered in his heart, but lust shouted louder. And in that moment, he gave in. From then on, it became a routine. Every morning, he would secretly follow her to the river, and every night, he would sit silently in the monastery, lost in forbidden thoughts. His peaceful mind had become a battlefield. He stopped talking. He stopped smiling. His meditations were empty. The master noticed a change but said nothing. Not yet. One morning, the master quietly followed him down the mountain. From a distance, he saw it all. The hiding, the watching, the lie. He sighed, not out of anger, but sorrow. Silently, he approached the young monk and placed a firm hand on his shoulder. The disciple turned, shocked. His face drained of color. His body trembled. Words failed him. The master said nothing. He took the monk's hand and led him away, not back to the monastery, but deeper into the forest. After a long walk, they reached a stagnant, muddy pond. "Cross this pond and return," the master said calmly. The monk hesitated, then began removing his robe. "Why remove your robe?" the master asked. "It will get dirty," the monk replied. "The water is filthy." The master smiled gently. "You protect your robe because it's easily stained. Yet you allowed your most precious possession, your mind, to become filthy without hesitation." He paused, then pointed at the pond. "Lust is like this mud. It appears shallow at first, but once you step in, it clings to you. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink." The monk's eyes filled with tears. "Your robe can be washed," the master continued. "But when the mind is stained, cleansing it takes far more effort. It leaves a shadow behind." The young monk fell to his knees, ashamed. "Master, I have lost my way. Please forgive me." The master placed a kind hand on his shoulder. "Falling is not your defeat. Staying fallen is." That moment marked the true beginning of the young monk's spiritual path. He stopped seeking alms. Instead, he turned inward. He faced his demons, fought temptation, and trained his mind like a warrior sharpens a sword. Day by day, he purified his thoughts and strengthened his will. Years later, he became a great teacher, respected, wise, and deeply compassionate. He would often tell his students, "Victory over others is fleeting, but victory over oneself, that is eternal." Seedling reflection for the modern mind. In today's world, many, especially the young, struggle with thoughts they feel ashamed of, sexual urges, distractions, obsessions. And the more they try to resist, the stronger those thoughts seem to become. But these thoughts are not born randomly. They're often a result of what we feed our minds, what we watch, scroll, click, and imagine. The mind is like a garden. If we plant seeds of lust, they will grow quickly and wildly. But if we stop feeding them, the weeds will wither. If you want peace, stop planting restlessness. And if you want to heal, start with mindfulness. Start with meditation. Cleanse the mind. Guard your inner space. And slowly, your thoughts will become still like a quiet pond, free of mud, clear as the sky.